Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm very excited about. I will be sharing with you 5 life-saving mom hacks that you can do for your kids, for yourself technically, with your kids or for your kids that will literally make your life so much easier. These aren't little life hacks like, you know, hanging a hook on the back of the high chair for, you know, bib storage and things like that. These are actual things that legitimately will save your life. So I will go ahead and run through all 5 with you. I have been doing these for so long with both my boys. I have a 2.5-year-old and an 8-month-old, and I've been using these for a long time, and literally I can't live without them. Okay, so to jump right in, tip number 1, which is my all-time favorite. If you have a toddler or child who is sleeping in his room in a toddler bed where they can get out and open their door and leave their room, this is for you. So hack number 1 is putting a baby gate in your toddler's room's doorway, outside of the door, so you can still shut the door and they won't be able to get in and out. This, before you actually skip ahead and look at the next hack that I'm going to talk about, this is actually not as cruel as it sounds. So it's the same thing if you have your baby in a crib, they can't get out, you know, it's the same if you put a gate at the stairwell so they can't go up. Putting one inside their door will keep them from leaving their room when they wake up in the morning and waking you and your husband up, or waking up their other sibling. So what I do is after I put the baby gate up, every night before he goes to bed, I will leave a snack, so a whole apple or a bowl of popcorn, and I always leave a sippy cup or a cup of water there with him so he has something to eat right when he wakes up. I also leave, he has a bookshelf where I leave baby books on the shelf so he can read them, or I will leave, he has a toy bin in his room, so there's toys in there he can play with. And on the weekends, or if I'm feeling like I really want an extra hour of sleep, I will, without him calling me, I will leave a DVD player, portable DVD player on his dresser, and put the DVD in it and have it charge and everything and open, so all he has to do in the morning is turn it on and hit play. So yeah, and he doesn't leave his room, and then after usually about an hour he will come and call me because he can't get out of the gate and he gets bored in his room. But I am telling you guys, if you put a gate in your toddler's doorway, they can't get out, and just make it fun in their room so they don't really care to get out, you will love your life. My husband and I used to have to wake up at 6 or 7 a.m. whenever my toddler decided he wanted to wake up that morning, because he would come out of his room and come wake my husband and I up. And we were like, hey, this is not cool. So I started taking the baby gate. I was like, how can I lock him in? I was like, oh my gosh, take the baby gate. So I put the baby gate in the doorway and our life is saved. Okay, that was a really long hack, but we're moving on to number 2. Number 2 goes for really any child, but mostly like a year and younger, because this is for smaller kids, I think. Say you're having dinner with your family and your little baby in his high chair decides he wants to make a huge mess. If he's self-feeding, or if you are doing baby-led weaning, and you know how they make a huge mess and all that, and you're like, I really don't want to take all the clothes off, throw this baby all the way upstairs in the bath, etc., etc., etc. Well, this is perfect for you. All you gotta do, fill up your sink with some nice, warm, bubbly water, strip your baby down in his high chair so all the dirt stays there, toss him in the sink. He will love his life. He will sit there, he'll splash around. You can get the other kids to come in and stand on a stool and help wash him or play with him or her. And while he's sitting in the sink, because they can't get out and they're just like in a little bucket, you can go and clean the high chair and clean up the mess, and you don't have to worry about lugging all the food and everything through the house and into your clean bathtub. At the end, you just take the baby out, put a diaper on him, towel, etc., and just drain the sink, and all the food and everything goes into the sink. 100% perfect. You don't have to worry about your bathtub getting clogged. This will save your life, and your baby will love it. And it's helpful if you have a what do you call it, a head on your tap where the hose can come off, because then you can rinse your baby's hair and all that with it. If not, just use a cup. This is perfect, and we do it all the time and we love it. Hack number 3. This one is, I guess, for older kids as well, a little bit, who are constantly coming and asking you for snacks. So my son will literally come and ask me for snacks every 10 minutes. even though he eats a full lunch and breakfast and dinner and all that, he's just always wants to snack on something. And if I were to constantly have to get up and get him a snack, I'd never sit. So what do? I fill up a drawer that's easy for him to reach and stuff it with healthy, nutritious snacks. And whenever he says I'm hungry, I say, go get something from the drawer, and he'll go and pick one thing. So you can put anything you want in there. You can put candy if you really want. You can really do whatever you want. I like to put healthy snacks, and he can just help himself with that. Okay. Number 4, this one, unfortunately, we haven't been going for a walk in a while, so I don't have any footage of this because it is cold around here now. But this hack is amazing. So recently, when we got, we have 2 boys, and we have our older son decided he doesn't want to be in the baby car seat anymore because he's too big. So we started putting him in the normal seat in the buggy. We now have John walking around without a seat. We do have a double stroller, but we don't have a second seat for it. So a lot of times we go, you know, to the zoo or something, and John will be walking, and he gets very, very tired because he does have little legs. And he's like, okay, I really want to not walk anymore. And if you don't want to hold your child, then this is perfect for you. This hack is letting your child stand on the bottom bar of the buggy behind the seat. Like I said, I don't have, you know, footage of this for you, but they stand on the very bottom bar. Usually it's right where the basket is, and they can hold on to the seat in front of them or turn so their back is like, so they're basically facing you while you're pushing the buggy. Their back's away from you and their face is facing you, and they can hold on to the handle with you. And you get to just walk while they're holding on. Every single buggy has some kind of bar or something for like to support the basket, so that is what they would be standing on. This is amazing because whenever I go for walks with the boys to the park and John says I'm too tired to walk on the way home, if he's played too hard, hop onto the buggy and I just push them, and it's amazing. He loves it, and he still gets to, you know, technically not be sitting and strapped to a buggy because he's standing and looking around. 100% amazing. I've done this and used this with him literally a million times at theme parks, at zoos, everywhere. It's perfect. Use it for your child if you do not have a double stroller. Or if you just have even like a 5-year-old, sometimes who just gets tired of walking and they're like, I want to, you know, I don't want to walk anymore, I want to sit. And you can just say, okay, stand here. My 5th and final hack for you guys is probably something you might already know about, maybe not. This is something that I didn't really think about stupidly until honestly recently, when I started really getting tired, having 2 kids and being pregnant with my 3rd. And I also talked to a lot of my mom friends, and they didn't really think about this until I mentioned it. So here it is. If you go to the grocery store with 2 kids, and you all know, especially in the rainy season or the wintry season, taking 2 kids out of the car, holding one baby in your arm, maybe another one's walking, while you have your purse and your diaper bag and everything, and trying to run into the store and make sure they don't get hit by a car is pretty stressful. So what parents usually do is park right up in front of the grocery store. Well, that's what I used to do, and it was still pretty stressful, coming out with all my groceries and everything and having to take the buggy back. So my 5th and final hack for you is park beside the buggy shelter. Like I said, this might be common sense to you, or this might be something that you've discovered recently or heard about recently. The buggy shelters are always so much farther from the store, so it sucks, but it will save your life when you have a bunch of kids like me. You can just get out of the car, get the buggy right beside the car because it's right beside you, then get your kids out and put them in one at a time. And sure, it's a little bit of a longer walk, and in the winter months it might suck, but think of how much time you will save, especially in the winter months, running after your kids or worried about slipping or tripping or falling, etc. So, and in the summer, it's good because you get back a couple extra steps in and a couple extra, you know, like a little longer walk, so that's good. But the best is when you come out of the store and you have a buggy full of groceries, and you put your kids in the car and your groceries away, but now you have to leave your child to go put the buggy away at the shelter, and you're worried about leaving them alone in the car. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because you can just put the buggy right beside the car, and there you go. So those are my 5 life-saving mom hacks. I hope you guys can at least use one of these and implement one of these in your life. Literally, I've been using this for a while, and some of them are newer discoveries than others, like the buggy, for instance, or the gate in the doorway. And they have literally saved my life. Like, I can't even tell you. So I really hope you guys get some use out of these. Let me know if you enjoy it, and if you want to see more videos like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye.